Hello there, Virgo, and welcome to your weekly reading with me. My name's Simone, excuse me, and I'll be doing both a general and a love reading for you today. Today is the 3rd of November 2021. So I'm just going to start shuffling your cards to get the general energy around your reading for this week. What can Capricorn expect, please, universe? Clear and accurate messages for Capricorn. Please keep in mind that this is not a personal reading, so it may or may not resonate with you, and that's okay if it doesn't. But you may also want to have a look at your moon, Venus, or rising sign so that you can get some extra messages or get a better idea of what you can expect. So, Capricorn, what is going on? Clear and accurate messages for Capricorn, please. Thank you to everyone who is taking the time to stop whatever you're doing and watch this reading. I really appreciate everybody for being here. Okay, Capricorn, let's have a look. Here we go. Got no place like home starting out. So I do feel you've also got the fates and you've got flexible. So there is a feeling here of really just wanting to be comfortable. I also feel that a lot of you may have been feeling a bit withdrawn, sort of in hermit mode, taking time just to find some clarity or to figure out what your next move is going to be, the next path that you need to take, waiting for some answers to come to you. But with that Fates card there, I do feel like you're getting this feeling of, okay, now it's time, or now I know what to do. It's like you feel like, okay, this is my life. This is the path I'm supposed to be on. With that flexible card, I do believe you're being encouraged to keep an open mind, Capricorn, and just sort of go with the flow, I guess would be the best way of saying it. Sort of just trusting that the universe is guiding you, or your spirit guides are sort of taking control of things for you there, and that they're helping you along on the right path. So just keeping an open mind, Capricorn, where you've been waiting for that clarity to come to you. I feel like you've got it now, or you're about to get it. And that's going to help you to navigate the best way forward for yourself. So let's have a look what is coming up next in your story this week. Okay, you've got the 10 of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Pentacles. So you are looking for some kind of balance here. And I feel like, again, you're going to need to keep an open mind to be able to bring that balance into your life. A lot of you are closing out a chapter in your life with that 10 of Wands there. I feel like you've been feeling heavily burdened, or as though you're carrying too much responsibility. It could be that you're really sort of carrying the responsibilities of other people, feeling like you've got too much that you're in charge of, and it's been a lot of work. I feel like you've really been having to focus on other people or what's going on around you, and it's quite exhausting, Capricorn. I can feel that. It's super exhausting, where you've really been wanting to put a bit more effort and a bit more time into yourself and have a bit more self-care happening. You've actually been weighed down by responsibility, or weighed down by burdens and having to look after other people. For some of you, you have been looking after a parent or somebody older than you, and that could be in the way of caring for them if they've got health issues there. And I do feel like that's been quite a huge struggle for a lot of you, really having to put in a lot of your energy into that care for it could be a parent or a grandparent even, but I do feel that it's somebody older than you, and yeah, it's really taking up a lot of your energy. And you know, you really just want for this person to be well cared for. Um, and there is a lot of worry involved in this as well. You're really super worried about their health, or about their mental health, possibly both there, just their health in general. Um, yeah, and this has been quite a huge responsibility for you. For others of you, it could be things like, you know, struggles at work, where work has become very exhausting and you're taking on a lot of the workload there, or even just within your home, where a lot of the responsibility is falling on you. You could be a little bit worried about money, worried that what is coming in is not balanced with how much is going out, as far as finances are concerned. Um, I do feel like with this Seven of Swords there, you are sort of considering, is this something that you can keep up with? Or is this something that you need to be walking away from? Like, I feel like you may partially remove yourself from the situation, not completely, but partially. So it may be that you have somebody else come in to help care for whoever it is that you're looking after, or you may decide to put them into some kind of care facility where you can still see them and still assist them, but it doesn't all fall onto your shoulders. Some of you are really concerned about if that's the right decision. And I would say, yes, that is the right decision, because right now you're exhausted. And this is a mammoth task that you've taken on. For a lot of you, this has been going on for a while. For some of you, it's more recently that you've begun taking on this role of a carer. But I do feel with this Justice card here that things are going to balance out for you, and you will be given the opportunity to relax a little bit, to recuperate. I feel like some healing is needed here, and just really take a bit of time out for yourself. But I do feel that if you do bring in the help of somebody else, it is going to benefit you. Some of you, where it's about your home life and about taking on too much responsibility, perhaps all the tasks at home are falling on your shoulders, and you're the one bringing in the money, and you're the one doing all the chores at home, and you are looking at bringing in somebody else, like a cleaner or somebody just to assist, or you might be looking at having a discussion with the people in your home to say, hey, I need a little bit of help here. This is too much. I can't do it all. I'm only one person. So, yeah, it's really just about bringing in some outside help to help ease those burdens that have been placed on you. Ask for help, Capricorn. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that, or you're going to run yourself into the ground. You're going to experience burnout. So definitely, where you feel that help is needed, you can put your pride aside and you can ask for that help. And I do feel like it is going to work in your favor. With that Knight of Pentacles here, I do feel that is the help that comes in. That is some form of stability being offered to you. Okay, for some of you where you are responsible for another person, or you're in charge of another person's care, and you haven't reached out for financial assistance with help in caring for that person. So whether it be like government assistance, or I know that in Australia we have something called the NDIS, which does help to provide assistance for people who have disabilities. Sorry, I've just dropped some cards there. For people who have disabilities, or people who need financial assistance with easing the strain that comes along with needing medical assistance. There are places like that that you can access. So, and I feel, worldwide, there should be some kind of access to funding available to you. So if you haven't already looked into that, Capricorn, please make sure that you do, because I do feel like there is something there that you can access to help with financial assistance in regards to caring for somebody within your home, or perhaps they don't live with you, but you do go to them and assist them. There is some kind of financial support that can help with that, or there is extra support available to you. It could be that somebody else just comes in and helps, but definitely look into what kind of support is available for you, because there is something on offer here with this Knight of Pentacles that's going to help you in your current situation. So you may need to do a little bit of research. For most of you, I feel like it is in connection to a government body with that Justice card there. It could even be in relation to something like child support, where you need to be accessing child support to be able to financially provide for your child or children. So yeah, this is for anybody who is caring for somebody and you require financial assistance. There should be something available to you, which may just take a little bit of research or asking around to be able to access that, or know which avenue to take to be able to access that. So definitely don't be afraid of asking for help, Capricorn. There is some kind of help there available. And I feel like for most of you, it's just a matter of asking around and asking for help, but you will need to ask for this assistance. Okay, again here, the Five of Cups, really, I feel like a lot of you are just exhausted and just really considering whether this is something that you should give up on. I think at the end of the day, you'll decide, no, I'm not just going to chuck it in. I'm not just going to turn my back on this. This is a situation in which I'm needed, but if I ask for help, it will lighten the load. So when that help does come in, you will feel like you can take a bit of a step back. Excuse me. You will feel like you can take a bit of a step back and start focusing more on how the future looks for you, more so than how it's looking for this other person. But yeah, I don't feel like this is something that you're just going to give up on. I feel like you are trying not to let others see just how exhausted you are, or just how much of a strain this is on you at the moment. You're trying to sort of downplay the toll that this is taking on you. And yes, it's highly emotional. It's a highly emotional burden. But also I feel physically your body's exhausted as well. And I kind of feel like those two go hand in hand. But yeah, I feel like you're trying to hide. This comes up for you every week, Capricorn. You get this Queen of Cups where you're not willing to give up, but at the same time, you're hiding from other people how you really feel about the situation. And I get it. You don't want to appear weak, or you don't want to appear as though you can't handle it, but I do feel like in this instance, in order to get any sort of assistance, whether it even be help from just another family member, you need to show where you may be struggling. And I definitely feel for a lot of you, you are going to look for help within a care facility, where you will then be traveling to this person that you're caring for. I do feel there is travel involved here with the Two of Wands. And if this is a work-related matter, again, I do feel like just let the people who you work with know that you're under a lot of strain and that you do require some assistance there. You do need some help. You need people to start pulling their weight. And for some of you, I'll be honest, I don't think in that situation you're going to get the outcome that you desire. And you may decide to move on from that workplace and get a whole different job because the work culture there is just not okay. Not everybody is doing the work that is required of them, and I feel that the work is often falling on your shoulders. And yeah, somebody does need to be called out on this behavior, and I feel like you will do that, and you will say, you know what, you need to pull it together and you need to help me do this. I can't do it all on my own. But I think that the response that you receive is not going to be what you were hoping to hear. And you may just decide that, hey, I'm going to go get another job. Because you are very good at what you do. I don't feel like it would be too hard for you to walk into another job. You've got a really good work history. And I feel that another business or company would be very lucky to have you working for them because you are a super hard worker, Capricorn. You like to get the job done. And yeah, for a lot of you, you will be moving into another work role, which is better suited to you, where all the responsibility is not left on your shoulders. So that would be a really good outcome for you there, moving away from what isn't working to what is going to work for you. And then that is there with that 10 of Cups. You've got the 8 of Cups, you've got the Tower, and you've got the Page of Pentacles. So definitely, as I was just saying, moving away from what isn't working for you, moving away from a situation or a workplace in which you are not being supported. Also, just finding help or receiving help in a situation where you feel like you are not being supported. This is going to be a hard compromise for you. With the Tower here, I feel like you're not going to enjoy this. You're not going to enjoy asking for help. You're not going to enjoy asking for financial assistance if that is what you need to do. And a lot of this is about pride. You don't want to be seen as weak or as though you can't handle the situation, Capricorn. I do feel that you realize that help is needed and you know that you need to ask for it or go and find it. But it is going to take you a little bit of time to work up to that. You'll be thinking about this for a while. You're possibly already in that situation where you are already thinking about this. And then I feel there's going to be a moment with this Tower card here. There's going to be a moment where sort of all of the sudden you go, oh my gosh, I just have to do this. I can't take this anymore. I have to just find a new job, or I have to just bring in some help because I cannot do this anymore. And then things are going to start looking quite different for you. As I said, keeping an open mind about the situation. But with that Page of Pentacles there, I do really feel like you will be able to open up your mind there and say, hang on, I think it's time. I think it's time for me to do this. Some of you may not really know where to start or where to start the process, but I feel like you will find the right avenues, or you will do your research and figure out what path you need to be taking there. But yeah, I do feel like at the end of the day, you are going to receive the assistance that you need, Capricorn. And then things are really going to start looking better for you. Life will become easier. For some of you, this is about your children, where perhaps the other parent is not sort of picking up the slack, or they're not balancing the workload with you. So they're not doing as much with the kids as you are, or they're not helping out financially. I did talk about child support before. Um, but there again, I feel like you will have a moment. I kind of feel like a lot of you, it's that burnout that I was talking about, where you will experience that burnout and just feel like, oh my gosh, I cannot do this anymore. And then you will bring in the help. Once you do that, things are going to start looking so much better. I feel you will recover from this. And I feel it will be a quick recovery, Capricorn. And then things will start looking so much better. And you're going to go, well, why didn't I do this earlier? I should have just spoken up earlier, or I should have just asked for the help earlier. So things will start looking better for you, Capricorn. Just remember, ask for the help, bring in the assistance. It is going to work for you, Capricorn. You've been a bit worried about this. I really hope that a lot of you will make the decision to get on top of this before that burnout happens, because then it will take you a bit longer to bounce back. So, you know, just keeping in mind that I've said these things, or that the universe has advised these things to you, Capricorn, and try and get up on top of it before it actually happens, so that later on you don't kick yourself and go, why didn't I do that earlier? Okay, but I wish you all the best with that. I do see a good outcome in that for you. So moving on to the love reading for Capricorn. What can Capricorn expect in love, please? What is happening for Capricorn in love? How is their person thinking and feeling about them? And how are they thinking and feeling about their person? When I say your person, it's whoever is on your mind right now, whoever you've got feelings for. You may or may not be in contact with that person. But let's see what is going on here. Okay, in the current energy, Capricorn. Okay, I think you're feeling at the moment, Capricorn, that things are taking too long. You're waiting for things to progress here, and things are taking too long. You could be dealing with somebody who you've known for quite some time. But yeah, you're just feeling like things are taking too long. Somebody here is wanting to have a conversation, have communication, and I feel like they want to do it quickly. I feel as though your person is, for some of you, your person's going to make a comeback. I'm really focused on this sort of spirit person that's coming up here, that it's almost like it's moving. I can see it moving and coming up. So I do feel like your person is looking for maybe a second chance here, or they're looking for you to forgive them. I think both of you are really stuck inside your own heads at the moment. Perhaps there's not much communication going on between the two of you at the moment. There's a lot of confusion. You're both confused. You're trying to process the situation. I feel like you, Capricorn, feel like you've put a lot of work into this connection, and you're like, well, what is going on here? And then your person, I feel they're kind of tossing up whether they want like this second chance, or whether they want to make a comeback. I feel like the word comeback is important here. Whether they're going to make a comeback, or whether they just leave things as they are. We've got the Moon, the Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. You are not saying something here, Capricorn. You're holding on to your feelings. I feel, you know, even if you are communicating with this person, even if, say, you send them a message, you're not going to say everything. So you're not going to say, hey, I'm feeling this way about you, or I would really like to commit to you. I'd like a long-term relationship with you. You're not saying all of that. You're holding back, even though you feel that way. You feel that way deeply. You're holding back. I do feel that between the two of you, both of you are holding back on how you feel. I do feel that you're both looking for your wish fulfillment in each other. You both make each other very happy, but you're both frightened to talk about your feelings. Your person really is considering moving towards you, or, you know, wanting to start something long term with you. But I do feel like they're taking their time. Like they're just trying to work out what is going on here. What are these feelings about? What is going on with Capricorn? Do they feel the same way about me? And I do feel with the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck, your person is looking for you to be honest with them and to tell them exactly how you feel. I think they're quite aware that you've been holding back on your feelings here, Capricorn, and they want you to open up to them. It's like once and for all, just be honest with me. Just tell me how you're feeling. Because they really don't want to pull away from this connection. But I feel like they kind of feel like they don't have another choice. It's like, well, Capricorn's not doing much. Capricorn's not saying much. Or Capricorn's not putting in enough effort. So I'm not sure that I want to continue with this. I feel like they've just about given up, Capricorn, unless you can pull a rabbit out of your hat and say the right thing. I feel as though your person may very much have given up on this. Let's have a look what's going on further down the track here. King of Wands, Three of Wands, and the Four of Cups. You're so hesitant about opening up with your feelings here. It's like you know what you want out of the connection, but at the same time you're going, nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm not opening up. I'm not going to be vulnerable. Even though I'm super into this person, I'm not opening up and telling them how they feel. It could be that you're not feeling entirely confident in the connection. It could be that you're a little bit frightened to commit here because of something that may have happened in a past relationship. And to me, it seems like your person, as I said, is hesitating. You're both hesitating. You both don't want to open up here, Capricorn. I feel for you, this is quite painful. And for your person, it's more just confusing. Like, what is going on here? So at the end of the day, you're both not doing anything. You're waiting for your person to come to you, and your person is waiting for you to come to them. I feel like they are waiting for you to open up about your emotions and speak on it and say the right thing and say the thing that they're waiting to hear, which I guess would be how you feel about them and just how deeply you feel about them, Capricorn. And you're just waiting for your person to come to you and just say, hey, are we doing this or not? You know, at the end of the day, I feel like that's all you need to hear. Are we doing this or not? So then you don't have to really talk about how you're feeling. You can avoid that whole conversation. But you're busting for them to know, Capricorn. I feel like you're busting for them to know how you feel. You just don't want to have to say it. It's like you're better at showing how you feel than you are about actually speaking on it. So between the two of you, nobody's saying anything. Nobody's opening up here. And you're both just going to sit there waiting for the other one to do something. So let's have a look at the outcome here. What is going to happen, or what is likely to happen? Okay. So what is likely to happen is that both of you are just going to continue to feel this way about each other. You're going to continue to hold on to these really deep feelings. I mean, the feelings are huge between the two of you. You've got the Queen of Cups in the middle there. Feelings are huge. The love is overflowing. But you're going, again, I want to, but I don't think I can. I know I need to have this conversation, but I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can put myself into that position. And your person is just going to go hot and cold with this Temperance card here. I feel like they're between, should I speak or should I hold on to what I have to say? Because Capricorn doesn't look like they're too interested anymore. They're waiting for you to say something. They're also trying to work out if they're supposed to go first. And I feel like you want them to go first. I do feel like there's a little bit of regret in your feelings here, Capricorn. Like you regret not speaking up because you know that that's what you need to do. But between the two of you, there's a lot of thinking and not a lot of action. There's a huge problem with communication here at the moment. Neither one of you can work out what the other is thinking. So at the end of the day, you're just doing nothing. You're just holding on to all these feelings. Probably spying on each other a little bit as well, trying to see what the other person is doing instead of actually talking to each other and finding out what the other person is doing or where the other person stands. I do feel like you're very close, Capricorn. You're very close to taking the plunge and reaching out to your person and sort of having the discussion, but not completely. You're not going to completely open up to them just yet. But just, keep in mind that at this stage, not much is happening except you're both feeling all the feelings and then not doing too much about it. So it is going to go hot and cold, hot and cold. You will be in and out of this struggle for a while, Capricorn, unless you just move towards your person. And when I say that, it's not like don't send them a message and just go, hey, how are you? Or what are you doing? Be open with them. Hey, I've been thinking about you a lot. I really miss your company. Do you think there's any chance that we can get together? Maybe go out for a coffee because I would really like to see you. I miss you. So something a bit more in depth would probably work in your favor because they are definitely waiting for you to say something quite specific in regards to how you feel about them. Something that's going to give them a bit of an idea of where they stand with you so that they know what they can do next, so that they know if it's safe for them to open up to you. Because I feel like you're both very close to doing it, but then you're holding back because you're unsure of each other's feelings. So, I feel if you just put it out there, Capricorn, that then you'll see the relationship starting to progress. So I wish you all the best of luck with that. Thank you for coming to watch your reading this week. I appreciate you all being here. If you did get any guidance or clarity from the reading, please give me a like or subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me to know that the messages are getting to the people who need to hear them. Look after yourself, Capricorn, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.